Welcome back, everybody. Part 2 of the Concealment Nightstand. Here you see we picked up right where we left off. More sanding, my favorite thing to do. And the boss, Axel, goofball extraordinaire, making sure everything's good. Stop by for some love. Talk about slowing down productivity. So distracting. After hand sanding for a couple hours, and what seemed like an eternity, I took the slab to the workbench, started smoothing down the main sides. I'm starting to feel like investing in a decent drum sander in the near future will definitely speed up productivity. Forgot to mention that I started working from 80 grit, then to 150, finishing off with 320 grit. I would like to apologize for any background noises you guys hear. I have the dryer going and a bunch of dogs inside playing. Here we are, back to hand sanding. I was trying to clean up the edges, make them a little less sharp. Trying my best to maintain the natural curves and undulations in the wood. Getting a solid forearm pump and working through some hand cramps. Stay hydrated. Once I was done hand sanding, I took the sheet sander and finished off the interior of the slab, getting it ready to attach to the drawer faces. Finally, after a couple days, mostly sanding, we have moved on to assembling our concealment drawer. You can never have enough clamps. Oh man, it was at this point that I realized that I had truly fucked up. My drawer was too wide, and that left me in a bit of a bind when attaching my hardware. I ended up making some grooves for the hardware to fit in, so I was able to salvage the project. Not ideal, but it worked. This is why I said in part 1 that I should really start drawing plans up, game plan a little better. After f***ing up my drawer and reconnoitering what felt like everything, I got Jeremy to help me out. Help me keep my sanity, tone down my frustration, get me back on track. I was incredibly close to throwing this bitch across the room. Here you see me fine-tuning the drawer slides, make sure that everything is working. After messing around with the drawer, make sure that everything was moving smoothly, I attached my slab and moved on to some finish work. So we are a little bit over 6 minutes into this video. If you guys have stuck around for this long, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. If you guys would like to see the other projects I have coming up, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And if you would like, just comment saying, "Hi, Sante," to let me know I'm not talking to myself. For the bottom part of the nightstand, I decided to make a little shelving unit. I ran out of birch plywood, but luckily for me, I had a little bit of pine. Beggars can't be choosers. I happened to use what I had, and that happened to be some cutting board oil. And apparently not enough of it. I don't believe the proper requital would be to parade me through the streets, yelling shame. For those of you that get the reference, if you know, you know. Minus the interior shelving unit area, I was able to get everything covered. I know that this video was very choppy. Thank you for sticking around this long if you guys are listening to this message. I had forgotten to hit record on certain aspects of this build, such as putting the top on, building an installation, along with the testing of my locking mechanism for the concealed drawer, along with the giant mess up I had in part one where I had to cut down the depth of the entire nightstand. With plenty of mistakes to learn from and a lot more lumber to work with, I hope you guys hit subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Sante out. You guys thought we were done. How could I leave you there without some more cute puppy love? Hi. Who's a pretty girl? Is that you? Who's a pretty girl?